Welcome! We're playing Pokemon Snap.
Oh snap! It's
Scarlet.
a Pokemon!
Scarlet and Violet. Who?
Ew. I don't like that buggy hopping. Ugh. So, to all the audience, I have a confession to make. While we have this nice deep and heavy music. My favorite Pokemon's not actually Weedle. It's shiny Weedle because it's slightly more jaundicey.
What's
also,
our name?
Game Freak. Our name can be Weedle. Game Freak, why don't you love Weedle? Why don't you put him in anything anymore? I get the reason you didn't put Ninja, which is another one of my favorites, in Scarlet and Violet. I get it. Like, that being able to change its type is a little fucked up with Wonder Guard. I understand. Like, that one I get. And I know Mega Beedrill's like too powerful. Give me regular Beedrill. Give me a variant where it's just a fucking teddy bear or something. I just want my double drill boy.
Hello, Weedle. I'm Oak, the Pokemon Professor. The
I'm
reason
just imagining Professor Oak's literally talking to a Weedle.
talking to a Weedle. The reason I invited you here is this Pokemon report.
He's in a wheelchair in the home, just like totally out of it. Like, the reason I brought you here is I'd like you to take pictures of Pokemon for the Pokemon report. He's just holding like his high school yearbook and like a can of beans. And this Weedle's just looking around like, what?
I'd like for you to take pictures of Pokemon for the Pokemon report. Here on Pokemon Island, wild Pokemon can be found everywhere.
That sounds like so fucking crazy, man, if I've ever heard one.
Right.
Here on Candy Island, you can find candy everywhere.
This is
like
my
the
new
kind
invention,
that make me feel
the
good.
01 vehicle. You can take this on your trip.
Did this game predict 9/11?
In what way?
2001, 2001. The Gold Gate. The fucking North Tower.
Shall I repeat this information? No thanks.
No thanks, you said plenty.
You've said enough, Professor Oak.
What does it look like he's trying to like untuck his balls? Because they're like stuck where he's like trying to squat, not use his hands. He doesn't want to make it obvious. It's like, oh man, it's really mildly uncomfortable. So, there is a social media account I follow on Instagram, Gus. I think you should follow. I don't remember their name. I'll look it up real quick. But all he does is collect old Pokemon products.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because like it's like you see stuff like, oh cool, like he has like the strategy guide that like was from Toys R Us and had like a extra poster in it, or whatever. Like that's cool. It's a vintage Pokemon hunter on Instagram. But you want to know what this dude got recently?
What?
He got like at least an entire case of the blockbuster Pokemon Snap paper refill for the machine, where you used to be able to bring in your cartridge and print out the pictures you took.
As a person who collects like old video game shit, that if I had room in my home, it is one of the things I want the most. Lapras? Lapras. Ooh, Lapras.
Ooh, nice. Honestly, Pokemon Snap was a little before my time. Pokemon Snap was a bit before my time, but I'd love to have that because that's awesome. I would have died to have that as a kid.
I still have the stickers from my original cartridge. Like, it came with Pokemon Snap stickers. And they were like, you can go to Blockbuster and print out more of this shit.
Oh, this guy also collects bootleg Pokemon items.
Oh, good.
And like, here's the post where he has the 2008 Video Game Showdown Championship, a staff shirt. Just cool stuff like that.
I got King Skunk's ass. Oh shit!
If I had a lot of
watch
money,
this Meowth. You gotta see what's about to happen. These fucking Pidgeys are on a mission. Going into their fucking nest.
Oh, damn, he dead.
Yeah, he dead. He ain't getting up.
If I had enough money in space, I'd love to be like a weird collector like that. Just pick a topic and collect everything of it. Literally everything.
Oh, me too.
Like, I'd even do shit that I wouldn't necessarily be interested in. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get super into Matchbox cars. I just want to own all of it. I mean, my real dream is if I ever won like $1 billion, I would open up essentially a Blockbuster that's kind of like a museum, but it runs like the store. Where like you can rent a VHS, you can go watch it there and bring it back, but like if you don't rewind it, they'll charge you. Like, or like something like that, like a vintage like video game store, and just have all the stuff on the shelves, you know?
I think there'd be a decent market for that too. Just like
it's like a cool experience. Like, what if I ran like EB Games in the 90s as a bar?
Right. Well, and like there's also that thought too of like people talk about digital rentals and stuff because everything's digital now, and like how, you know, Nintendo goes after emulators all the time. What would it take for them to make an online Netflix of their ROMs where you can just go on your Chrome web browser and just play those games, download an application to your computer or something, and pay $15 a month to just play those games?
I'd do it. Also, probably if it had every single one except like shit like Action 52, I'd probably pay like $30 for it, maybe even 40.
Right, like just all the Nintendo like officially made, like the games that they published. Maybe they can get other publishers in on it too, but
like get like all like the like old publishers that collapsed and like maybe like I don't know, like Sega or something.
Right.
You were close.
Although I would love to play Action 52 in a video for you, because I don't know if you're familiar with that game.
Close.
I'm not.
It is widely considered one of the worst NES games ever made, and it's actually a bootleg.
Really?
Yep. So the whole idea is you bought a cartridge and it had 52 different games on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they advertised that
Yes.
it's 52 full games and they're all separate. It's not like a bunch of reskins of like 3 or 4 different reskins of one game kind of thing. It's all different games. And at least half of them you cannot beat. You physically cannot beat. Because either they have no ending, or if you get to the area you're supposed to go, it just nothing happens. There's one that's kind of polished that's really stupid, and that's it. And if I remember, it was also a neon green cartridge. Whoa, Kakuna, that's almost Weedle. Dad? Mom? Why'd you go back in the ceiling? It's me. Oh, I forgot they had red eyes in this game.
I'm pretty sure
like that.
I'm pretty sure that's a graphical glitch happening. I don't remember that at all. And
You don't believe in the Demon Eye Kakuna?
Oh.
Look at that egg.
Egg.
Oh, Fatachu.
I miss Fat
Yeah.
Pikachu.
I miss when Pikachu was just like a round ball on skinny little legs. Pikachu got the belly band, didn't you hear?
The belly band?
The belly band, you know that thing where it's a procedure where like they essentially like put a not elastic, they put like a band around your stomach to make it smaller. And then they cut I think they cut a little bit of away too. And it makes your stomach smaller, and because it does that, like changes your whole appetite and shit you want to eat and all that. Like you can retrain your body on like what is food.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird though, and it doesn't always work. You always will have a band on your fucking stomach, and if you fuck it up and fail, the band can snap. Or like cause complications. I think my aunt got one. Like, my aunt wasn't super overweight, but like it's good for people who are like they feel like they're a little over, or like they want to just like be like, I need to not have this or that, you know. But if you ever watch shows like My 600-Pound Life and all that shit, those people are trying to get it because they literally fucked up and trained their bodies on what food is and what's a meal. You ever watch those TLC shows, Gus?
I try not to. A lot of the residents that I work with watch them, and I'm just like, I can't. Like, the trash lifestyle.
Some of them are so good, though. Like, My Strange Addiction is one I think you need to watch.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's about, like, people eating, like, the plastic bag that newspapers come in. Or there's one girl who eats mattresses.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Or, like, there's this other woman who, like, has to bathe and drink in bleach daily.
Disgusting.
Or the cheesy potatoes lady, who is one of the most punchable people ever. She literally only eats cheese and fucking potatoes. And her husband was this chunky dude, like, big old dude. He went on a diet and started making, like, vegetables and, like, not seasoned to shit meat and all that. And he cut like a tiny ass sliver off a Brussels sprout, which by the way looked fantastic. He cooked it right. She smelled it and went to go puke.
Wow.
Because he's like, hey, do you want to like try just a tiny bit of it, see like if maybe you like it? And she's like, okay, and like smelling was like, and ran away.
Did you guys talk about her on the podcast at one point? I feel like I recognize.
Oh, several times. Several times.
Hey, by the way, viewers, go listen to our podcast. It's on Spotify. The link down in the description. We haven't uploaded
We'll make
in a while,
more, maybe.
I don't know, we might.
Yeah, I mean, I just spent like $100 on a new setup for when we're in person.
Yes.
And also so it's not capped by Anchor's limit on how long you can record on your phone and all that. Oh, look at that fat chew.
Well done.
Cool.
Close.
Can we name this video Pokemon Snap into a Slim Jim?
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful.
I was trying to think of like
reference.
I was trying to reference like weirdly like the Hillary Clinton Pokemon go to the polls thing. Like, what could I Pokemon Snap into? I'm like, I could Pokemon Snap into a Slim Jim.
And hey, now I can clickbait everybody by putting Hillary Clinton holding a Slim Jim in the thumbnail of the video.
I think it was just being Thanos snapping a Slim Jim. You could have that and have like Hillary Clinton running away in the background or something.
Wonderful.
Have you seen Wug Trio yet?
Wug Trio?
Yeah, it's a
No.
real thing.
Welcome.
No.
That's what Wiglet evolves into.
Oh, I guess I should have known that. I haven't even seen a Wiglet yet in the game.
If you're in the starting area, if you go down to the beach, that's where they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're normally by like water.
Okay.
Because they're a water type now. It even says in the Pokédex, hey, they have no relation to Diglett. They just kind of look like it, I guess, so we named it that.
So, I have Pokemon food now. Do I go back to the beach and get more stuff there, or do I go into the tunnel again and advance the plot?
Beach.
Okay.
But you know what we can do that on?
Are we gonna do a 15-minute episode?
Yeah,
Next time.
let's try it out.
next time on Pokemon Snap.